hardcore boxing news, and that's what's up, man. And that's what's up, man. Okay, you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is Dollar.
Hey, it's your boy Jay, hardcore boxing news. What you got going on, bro? We out of here.
Hey, it's your boy Jay hardcore boxing news. Back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning. Let's say good morning. Good evening. Good to see everybody again back in the building for show. Yes, indeed. Good to see everybody as always. Bear with me 1 second. Let me y'all know I can't chew bubble gum and walk at the same time. All right. Okay, that's done. All righty. How everybody feeling this evening? I say good morning. I'm used to saying good morning all the time. I'm going to put the link in the chat for anybody that's 50 or older. Anybody that's 50 or older, hey, jump on in the building with me, man, because you know this is the old timer show where we all get together. And if you're 50 or over, you kick back, relax, and enjoy yourself. Again, as usual. Who we got in the building already? We got the Maryland Queen 27 in the building. Salute to the good sis. Good to see you. For sure. She said, good evening, Jay, old timers, and chat, family, peace, and blessings. Good evening to you as well, good sis. Next, we got Naeem the Dream. That's always in every show. Salute to you, Naeem the Dream. I already appreciate all the love that you give to the channel, man. And the only dream that matters around here in the Hangout for show. Next, we got Ace Boogie. Yes, indeed. Brother Love is in the building. Good to see him as usual. And you know what he's going to say. Love family. Shout out to the veteran Ace Boogie. Then we got Big Dre in the building. Yes, indeed. They call him Big Drop. Dre is in the building with that silky voice, man, that you hear all the time. He be dropping the big voiceovers for the Hangout and all of the JBT. Salute to Big Dre. Good to see you, my guy. For sure. And definitely 50 and over. So for sure can be in the show tonight, without a doubt. Who else we got in here? Got another old head up in here, Mike Rim. That's him. He about 78. He said, what's up, everybody? It's me and 5 and Vikings. Okay, he talking football, talk feet ball. He talking about that feet ball. Oh, love, though, man. It's always a pleasure. But yeah, how everybody doing this evening, man? Hope everybody is fine and fabulous. Hey, salute to my mighty warriors, man. You know who you are. The ones who like to watch. Salute to the Peekaboo Shard. It's good to see you. Love to always see you all in the building, man. Yes, indeed. As y'all know, it is fight week. It's a fight that I am so ecstatic about, man. Yeah, ecstatic. We got Beterbiev or Beterbiev, as I would say. I don't know how his name really is, but hey, either way is fine. I think he'll answer either way because I've seen him answer either way. And he will be fighting Bivol, man. Yes, indeed, man. And that fight is happening this weekend. And I am so glad that that is happening, man. We're going to finally get to the bottom of this. We're finally going to get to the bottom of this. Is who the baddest man at 175 and is for undisputed Last time they had undisputed at 175 was 25 years ago, if I can recollect. If I could recollect, it was about 25 years ago. And then if I'm wrong, I'm pretty much sure the chat will correct me because they're good with correction. But show, I see the Ant-Man in the building, breakdown, Shorty in the building. Always a pleasure to see the Ant-Man. Always about all things boxing, man. He loves this beautiful sport. I can't wait to see Ant when Ant my age. I hope I'm still around. I hope I'm still around when Ant my age, man. You dig? And he in his 50s, man, because he'll be just so amazing, man. He'll be so amazing. And speaking about amazing, I'm gonna bring in some amazing guys right now. We're gonna bring in Big Drop Dre. What up, Dre?
What up, what up, what up?
And listen here, man. We're gonna bring in my triple OG in the building, Bruce Jazz, Boxing Jazz, and more. My guy. Hey, Bruce. I don't know why. You know, I normally send you your link by email, but for some reason your email was not coming up for me anymore, and I don't know why, because I send it to you every week. But it's Bruce, right?
Yes.
I don't know what's happening, but
Hey, I know it's 8 o'clock, and I know where I can be, and so you know, you invite me one time, you're not going to get rid of me. That's the kind of cat I am.
That's what's up, and I really appreciate that, man. It's like when you give that cat a little bit of milk. After that, he there every day at that door, man.
Every day.
Every day. Good, definitely. Hey, Bruce, you sent me something by Facebook the other day. I couldn't open it up because I don't have enough room on my phone anymore for Facebook. So from now on, it was an invitation for something. I don't know if you was having a show or what. But it had Bruce sent you something via Facebook.
I must have been high as hell because I can't remember what it was.
Oh well, you know that's every day. So
it definitely was me because I do things like that. So don't worry, it's not a what do they call them? When you get one of those downloads and they throw a virus in your computer.
Oh, okay. Hey, when is the next time you're going live on Bruce Gas Cannabis Education, or it's no set time?
No set time. I went live yesterday morning. I copped some prime bud, so I said I'm going to go live. I got, whatever. It's just like my boxing channel. There's no schedule, bro. It's when the spirit moves me. If somebody calls. If I get a call from one of the OGs, the veterans, they say, "Hey, Bruce, you want to do some boxing talk, baby?" I'll send you a link in 10 minutes. And
that's what I'm talking about. I love that, man. Matter of fact, I know this ain't guy, but we talk about bud anyway. I'm doing a few. I ain't gonna say the number. I'm doing a few mother plants, man, and I'm looking forward to that, man. I got them started. And I'm looking forward to it. Some great old school names too. So
man, I'll tell you, the world of cannabis, legal hemp, man. That's what it is. We don't use that M because it's not necessary. The government signed the Farm Bill in 2018, and what we're doing, we're not breaking the law. We're doing just what the government says we can do, and I'm enjoying it to the max. But
well, they only allow me to do 2 plants in Maryland. Per household, so I got to stay within the rules that they say. So yeah, I got 2 plants that I'm doing right now. 2 mother plants.
Is that 2 plants or is that 2 plants per person?
No, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, but it's actually 2 plants per household. I was so pissed when they did that because in DC it's 12 plants per person.
I'm not a grower, but I just keep many different stashes. I get this thing, a humidor, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4,
okay,
5,
okay,
7, 8.
Like me. He went from 5 to 10 to 7. I like how he count. He count like me.
No, they're all there. It's just I gotta juggle it on my lap and everything. I'm in close quarters here.
Yes,
I'm in my ESPN style studio.
I just took 2 chocolate edibles before I came on, so they'll kick in about around 8:30. You dig? But hey, man, hey, Dre, what you got a haircut? Looking a little
No,
uh,
I'm sitting. Was leaning back, man.
okay. You
I
ain't got
got
a recent haircut or something.
no, man.
You
I
looking
combed it.
handsome and debonair, so you know.
I combed it a little bit, you know.
Amazing what a comb would do. Bruce can't do nothing with a comb, Jack.
Hey man, I can do something with a face cloth though. I clean myself up. I look pretty good, they say.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong. You can wash your face and head at the same time, man. You dig? So that's a beautiful thing for sure. I see we got Cut Creator in the building. Salute the Cut Creator. We got Mike Rim in the building. Cut Creator said Gumbo J, my go-to. Well, my go-to, if I had one that I could just do all the time, it would be Perp, man. I love me some Perp. You dig? That's my all-time favorite. I love the way it smells and everything. You dig? So it is what it is. Mike Rim say, Jersey is not allowed to grow yet, only recreational. Wow. Y'all got recreational, but you can't grow? That just sounds crazy. That don't even make sense to me.
Well, yes, it does. It makes dollars and cents for the people who have the legal dispensaries. You see?
I guess.
And it's,
But goddamn, but look, you should if it's recreational, you should have a right to grow. That's the way I look at it, man.
Yeah,
why
if it's
are you
recreational,
why are you forcing
to,
me to go buy somewhere else? Because you don't know what the hell you're getting, man. And
well, unfortunately, we have these state laws, and they seem to overrun the federal law. The federal law says that that the THCA, which is under 3% THC, it can legally be sold. And see, THCA doesn't become THC until it's heated. So
exactly,
it's hemp, and the states have to get together because Rhode Island, they don't recognize the same law that your state recognizes, and
it's all crazy. Hey, let's bring in another one of our brothers today, man. One of the younger guys in the group. Let's bring in Bernard Hackett. What's up there, youngster?
Hey, good brothers. How y'all good brothers doing?
Man,
Brother Bernard, what's going on, sir?
Fine and fantabulous, man. Y'all gotta fight. Y'all gotta fight. Y'all gotta fight, man.
It's that time again.
Oh man, I was so excited when I seen that it said that he fighting December the 7th, man, and it's going to be in Puerto Rico. Hey, hey, when you in Puerto Rico, man, can you try that for that what is called what's the name of it? Starts with an F. Or hold on, let me bring brother my other triple OG in. There you go, brother Umar in the building, man. Hey, man, so many people.
Brother Umar.
So many people enjoyed the show that you did with me and Banky, man. They didn't realize how much stuff you got going on, man. So,
okay.
People were thoroughly impressed with that show, man, and we appreciate you coming on with us, man.
Yeah, thanks for y'all inviting me, man. Yeah.
Oh, well, you JBT, man, and it is what it is. But now, Mofungo. I want you to try that Mofungo, man. Tell me, is it all like they say it is? Because everybody talking about that Mofungo, man. I ain't never tried. I never had it before, man. I even heard Fred Sanford talk about it back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, we got Jaleel. Got a fight coming up, man. December the 7th. I was hoping y'all was gonna be on that 21st card, cause goddamn, that's a big platform. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is.
Well, I think as you grow and as you maneuver through the sport, we've been blessed to maneuver in a way that has kind of been building for Jaleel. I think these are opportunities that are great for him to see his following grow, because once again, this is still on a good card. Riches and Hitches is going for his first world title as the main event for the IBF title against Payroll, and Payroll beat Subriel Matisse. So for us being on this card, we're still being televised. I think it's still a big opportunity, but sometimes you want to see how the water and momentum move when you're not on the big tank cards or the Javon Ennis cards, when it is a big card but a smaller level. How much of the people come to travel to see you fight, or they tell you they came to see you fight, but they came to see the big fight?
Excellent, excellent. And you're gonna pick up some Puerto Rican fans, so that's a good thing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
and
know.
we got family out there too, so
Okay.
it won't be a surprise or a shock. Two of my daughters, they have a lot of relatives out there, and one of them actually is gonna come over to the fight. So we do have a lot of Puerto Rican support.
And let me tell you something. If I hit the number between now and then, I'm gonna be there too, Jack. So it's based on the number with
Why
me,
you gotta hit
though.
the number, man?
Because my do re mi fa sol la ti ain't that strong right now, big
Oh,
homie.
okay, all right.
I'm with you, bro. I feel you 100%. I
Trust and
feel you
believe.
100%.
I want to be there. Trust and believe. I want to be there, man. But that do re mi, boy. Then they cut my legs up underneath me, man. By taking my they demonetized me on my channel until November the 17th. So they cut my legs off me for 3 months, man. You know what I'm saying? So the little bit of money that I did have, they done hit me with that. That's all right, though. I'm a bigger ninja than that, though. So we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right, man. But yeah, man, we got some upcoming fights, man. And that fight that's happening this weekend, man, I am so excited about that fight. And we've been going back and forth. Me and my co-host on Wednesdays, Banky. You know what I'm saying? He just feels no matter hell or high water that Beterbiev is gonna beat the stew out of my boy, man. And we think different, man. So, but we're gonna talk about that today, man, and talk about some other things. Javante is looking like he's gonna fight Roach. I wish that fight was local because I'm like, damn, man, your
Yeah,
whole core.
I saw him fighting the amateurs, man.
Oh, you did see that fight?
Yeah, I was there at the fight. I had kids on the same card, man.
Wow, how
Oh
was
man, I
that
don't
fight,
remember.
man? Give us a little insight of how that fight was.
It was a good fight, man, and Roach was in there, man.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying they got some
Mm.
history, man. It was a good fight, man.
Okay, okay. So Tank just didn't wash him. They did
Oh
get some good
no,
work
it wasn't
in.
no wash, man. And
Mm.
I'll talk to you about some things about it, offline, man.
Okay, one of them. All right, all
Yeah.
right. That's what's up. Shout out to BBO Boxing TV in the building. Hashtag JBT. Shout out to my guy, Fender Bender in the building. Shout out to Fender Builder. We got Dr. DJ in the building. What it do? Matter of fact, I think this is the first time I've seen Dr. DJ. No, I've seen that name before, one time before. But welcome back, Dr. DJ. Good to see you. I see we got the Rise Podcast, All Access International Senior Cobb in the building, man. He said, Mr. Bernard, what's the link for the merch?
Tell him I texted to him later on tonight, because we about to have some new merch that's gonna drop too.
Okay, yeah, make sure I get that as well so we can make sure our queen moderator has it so that way she'll put it in the link so everybody else can see it as well. So you can get full support on that.
Will do, brother. Will do.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
trust
what's
me.
up.
It's serious. And brother Umar, so you got us this backstage information that you're not trying to share with the rest of us, man?
Hey, some stuff ain't.
It's some kid stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
okay.
something that I observed, and if somebody else would have saw it, they would have the same thought.
Oh, okay. Cool. But yeah, man, they're fighting and they're going to be fighting in Houston, man. So I'm thinking that we're probably going to get one of the Charlos on that card as well, man. Then though they are fighting in Houston, and what a better way to bring back one of the Charlos, man, but on a fight that's in their hometown. You know what I mean? I was a little upset about this card for it being in Houston because you got both core groups You got Baltimore, you got DC. You know what I mean? So if that fight was going to be here or New York, I'd have been happy. Now all of us got to travel to Houston if we're going to that fight. So I was a little perturbed about that one, but I get over it though. You did so.
Yeah, well, I'm a little perturbed because I ain't got the money to travel to Houston because I'm going
Hey
through a
man,
move
and
and some
boom
more
shit.
shit.
Hey, me either. I ain't got it either. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
well,
saying? So, you know.
I can hear about it.
Yo, but they did so well in the last fight that they had in DC and they broke a record and everything, you know. So I just knew we would probably get that fight here, you know what I mean? Since it's East Coast. Now all us East Coast guys have to go all the way to Houston to watch Tank. Tank gonna sell out wherever he goes, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this: the fight is going to go a lot better than what a lot of people think.
Okay. Okay. Now you're talking about an entertainment factor or
I'm talking about
what?
in the competition factor.
Nice. So,
Well, that's good because it's a lot of people are down in this fight and they're talking about bringing up Lamont Rose for 130.
Well, the thing of it is, right? A lot of people that's just talking about it don't know the history.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know what I'm
Lamont
saying?
also has more fights above 130 pounds than Tank does.
Yeah, yeah. And Lamont can fight, and I'm saying, the fight that I saw, man, it was a good competitive fight, and but they were amateurs. But what I'm saying, mostly what you'll see in amateurs, you'll see sights of it, in the pros. So what I'm saying is that it's going to be a very good fight, and it's going to go. It ain't going to go like the way people think it's going to go. It's
Ooh,
going to be a good fight, though. I'll tell you
do
that.
you think it goes the distance?
No, not on
Okay.
tank fight. Not on tank fight.
Well, that's how most people
But
see
I'm
it
saying
then.
it's going to be a competitive fight until,
Okay. Until it's not
Up
competitive.
until lights out.
yeah, I can say that.
it's
That's what's
it's
up.
gonna be a competitive fight till somebody pull the plug. Okay, I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Like all the tank fights then,
Like
you know
all the
what I
tank
yeah.
mean?
fights.
But what I'm saying, it's going to be a good fight, a real good fight to the end.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Whether it's a knockout or a decision, it's going to be a real
Mm-hmm.
good fight because of
Okay.
the history that they have.
All right. I like that. That makes me even more can't wait to get offline to talk to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
For sure. But now, what do you know about your opponent, man?
Good quality guy. He's 17-1. He's from Puerto Rico, and I think it presents a quality challenge for Jalil. I think it's the right
Mm,
type of fighter for him to fight. I think it's a chance for him to prepare himself physically and mentally
mm-hmm.
to defend something. It'll be a defense of the WBA Continental title, and a lot of times I consider those good for young up and coming prospects like my son, because it's almost like you get to learn how to be a world champion on the job, because you have to prepare to defend something, as opposed to that new feeling of I'm trying to get a title. Because sometimes you can get yourself so high to win a title, but you got to learn to keep that same level of height when it comes to defending it.
Nice.
And you got to realize what you already have too.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
and I'm not asking. Well, I'm asking. You fought Pete Dobson last fight, man. Is this parallel? Is it below? Is it high? How do you explain this one for us, man? You know what I mean? When
Um,
you come to competition wise.
Pete was very, very much a quality fighter. I take my hat off to Pete. And I
Mm-hmm.
will say, when you reach a certain degree, when you become, I had somebody give me a call and say, you keep calling your son a prospect and you get mad at us when we put lists out and we don't have him on the prospect list. He was like, but when your son becomes a top 20 guy, he's no longer a prospect. You have to consider him a contender. So it wouldn't be fair to the other young fighters who are not at that point yet to let Jaleel take a spot. So if you're at the contender spot, and if they're saying that anybody that's a top 20 guy can get a phone call for a title, and that makes you a contender, then every guy that you're fighting at that point is a quality guy. There are no more unquality guys. There are no more 8-2s or 15-9s or 13-18s. You're fighting guys that have the same overall objective and goal as you do, and that's to become a world champion. So I think Pete Dobson was one of those guys. Pete only had one loss coming into this Jaleel fight, and his only loss came to a guy who's looking to become a world champion. So he had a quality loss. So, I think all of these guys at this point are quality guys with the same outcome and the same agenda as you. They just don't have what you have. So you have to fight to keep what you have, because on any given night you can lose it.
Yeah, compete for Conor Ben, didn't he?
Yep, that was the fight right before the Jaleel fight.
Right. So now they have made Conor Ben in the top 4 for pretty much all the sanctioning bodies. I just seen that this weekend. Did you see that?
Yeah. So if that's the case, and you look at Pete Dobson lost to a guy who's potentially next in line for a world title, and Jaleel beat a guy that went the distance with a man who could be next for a world title. So the competition level, when you get to this point, everybody is good. That's why I don't see how people are even making any bad comment on the Lamont Roach versus Tank fight, because Lamont Roach is a world champion who, by any stretch of the imagination, beat the same guy that Tank beat. Tank knocked him out, but Lamont still had a dominant performance against him. So I wouldn't go around counting Lamont out.
Talking about Hector Garcia, right?
Hector Garcia.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And Hector ain't no slouch by no reach of the imagination. So you shouldn't count Lamont out. I'm not saying win one way or the other, but I do give him the biggest opportunity to make it the distance compared to a lot of other guys that say they want to fight Tank, and I really don't consider them as being in the ring with anybody dangerous. These dudes ain't been, they've been in the ring with dangerous names, but those guys were beyond their days. Hector Garcia is in his days, and fought both of them. So, you can't tell me he's fighting somebody that's not worthy. Lamont is very worthy.
And he is a champ too. So
yes.
That makes a big difference, man.
And I want to give Tank a lot of credit, because Tank didn't have to pick a world champion level guy. He had to pick a guy that was in a top 20 situation. He could have picked anybody, but because we all know, Tank is gonna sell out no matter who he fights. But he picked a worthy world champion who ain't been sitting on the couch for a year and a half.
Yeah, he just fought.
This is telling you. Look, this is telling you something what I'm talking about. He want to do something about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tank want a shark that still got some time in him. He ain't trying to fight no shark that's missing all his teeth.
Yeah, and you know what? And one thing I have been saying, is, and I like how PBC or Uncle Al or whoever is doing it, because if y'all really want to look back, everybody Tank has been fighting for the last 4 fights have been southpaws. So that's letting you know they're preparing for something. It's a method to all their madnesses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's, the chance of fighting a lot of southpaws are normally slim to none as it is. But for him, his last 4 opponents to be all southpaw, what is that telling you all? What is that saying they're planning for or preparing for?
I don't want nobody. Don't count Lamont as a preparation guy, because he's not a preparation guy. They preparing for Lamont Peterson now, and when a lot of times we get this preparing for somebody, I'm gonna be honest with you. None of the top southpaws that they could probably put in the way of it, I don't think them dudes would beat Lamont Peterson.
Ooh,
I mean, would beat Lamont Roach.
Lamont Roach. Okay,
I don't
okay,
think they
Yeah,
would beat
yeah,
Lamont Roach.
yeah,
okay.
So
Well,
yeah.
I
yes,
was
he ain't
leaning
a
towards that Shakur
preparation guy.
fight. I was leaning toward that Shakur thing, that they're going to be definitely prepared for southpaws, because they've been doing nothing but southpaws. You know,
Yeah, I hear you.
eventually that fight is the fight. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, we got to get past this one coming up first, though. He ain't no slouch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they talking about him coming up from 130, but he done fought 140 if I'm not mistaken. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
He
saying?
fought
yeah. I'm saying,
147
he's
once.
been up and down.
Yeah, okay, exactly, man, exactly.
Man, let me add this piece to that. I
Okay,
know what you said about preparing for somebody and
yes, sir.
preparing for people. Tank is preparing, if you want to use that phrase. He's preparing with guys that also have swords. These ain't 35-year-old guys. Them dudes preparing with people with butter knives. They taking a sword for a butter knife. I don't care how much you clean your sword against a butter knife, it'll never prepare you to clean your sword against another sword.
That's fact. That's fact.
Them,
I agree.
them dudes are pulling names that we know into the ring. But be honest, most of them names, they are beyond their best days. They beyond their best days. They just still got good names.
Mm.
So when we talk about that, if Tank is preparing for one of them, who are they preparing for?
Ooh, yeah, that's so
I
true,
mean,
because
we
they're not
we
fighting
got
the
to keep
same
it.
level of competition. You're right.
Yeah, we got to keep that thing clean across the board now. You got to keep it clean across the board, because if he's preparing for them, who are they preparing for? Because their level ain't tell you they're not preparing. They're in what they call a prevent defense. We just don't want to lose our opportunity.
Mm.
That's what I be saying when I come on here and say, are we giving away lifetime achievement checks? Because they keep talking about I want to beat Tank, but if you want to beat Tank, then why don't you fight common opponents? The one thing I'm gonna say Lamont Roach did, he at least fought a common opponent right after Tank beat him.
Mm.
How many of them dudes had a chance to fight Pitbull Cruz after Tank beat him? How many of them did? None of them.
Iron
When you
sharpens iron. That's what I
I don't
believe.
I don't think any of them
Yeah,
wanted to get in the ring with
yeah.
Pitbull. They saw that they saw the power that he was throwing,
and that's
and
what
they
I'm
saw the
saying.
power he was getting hit with, and wouldn't go down. So I mean that makes you a little
And, and,
makes you want
and
to
that's
scratch your
what
head a little bit.
Well,
I'm saying.
to
That's what I'm
Shakur,
saying.
to Shakur offense, man, he did call out Pitbull. Pitbull family turned him down. They said it's a boring fight for them. So, I will come to his defense on he at least
I mean,
tried to fight Pitbull.
we can come to a defense on a lot of fighters. I ain't just limited to Shakur. I ain't limited to him, but we can come to the defense on a lot of fighters. And like fighters always say, if you want that fight to happen, y'all could do X, Y, and Z when you at this point in your career to make it happen. Make it happen. If I'm trying to fight Tank, I'm not gonna keep fighting butter and this nigga fighting peanut butter and jelly. That's not the same shit.
Mm,
I'm not
mm,
gonna do that. I'm gonna go pick the next quality guy that I can fight. I'm not gonna keep picking these old names. Like
mm.
I said, Ryan and Devin I give Devin credit because I was on Devin back for a while. Me and my son wanted to
Yeah,
fight him, wanted to spar with him, whatever.
yeah.
But he for him. I was saying the same thing about him. You can't be preparing for Tank and you keep fighting the Lenarses, the over the heel guy. And when he
Mm-hmm,
got in there, with a young fighter who could
mm-hmm.
give you the same level, that was the same level competition that Tank had for because they had a common opponent. What happened to him? Fuck Osterrain. Osterrain don't make you not duck out the way of a goddamn hook. Osterrain don't make you move your head or not move your head. Them dudes is fighting for retirement checks. Tank is fighting for legacy.
Facts,
That's
facts.
the difference.
We got William Old School said, Jay, Bruce, Marvin, Big Dre, Bernard, salute, fellas. William Old School is the founder of the Old Timers show. He was the one that gave me the idea to do this, man. So salute to Wim Old School, the founder of the
Salute
Old
William
Timers
Old
Show.
School.
For sure, for
What
sure.
up,
Yes,
sir?
indeed. What's up, my brother?
Don't forget, he's one
Yeah.
half of the angry white men.
Yeah, he's definitely one half of the angry white men as well, man. Yes, indeed.
Friday nights at 10 o'clock.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate that drop, big drop. Hey, what do y'all think about your boy, man? He turned down Boots, and now he's injured, and he's not able to fight the guy that he was going to fight under Keyshawn's undercard, man. We're talking Brian Norman Jr., man.
Listen, I think if that fight had, if those negotiations had more time and weren't all out in the public, that fight would have happened, or at least those negotiations would have went through, and they'd have made that fight happen. But because everything got thrown out in the open and the clock was ticking, um, you know, they came up against that purse bid, and that purse bid says we having it on this day. We've pushed it back twice. It's just going through on this day. Um, and they came up against it, and I think that was the reason for it. I'm not gonna put a duck on Norman's back.
Yeah, well, we
I'm not
passed
gonna make
that
him
one.
wear that jacket.
Okay, okay.
I think that the clock ran out on him, and they had too much public negotiation, and it's kind of hard to negotiate with somebody when everybody know you can't. It's
Everybody in
hard
your
to
business, man. You know,
yeah, you
everybody
can't
in your
fold that
business.
napkin up and throw it, slide it across the table when you yelling and screaming the numbers across a crowded stadium.
Yeah.
Y'all think
Man, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna, I ain't gonna put the
y'all
duck on.
think that injury is legit? I'm
Yeah,
just throwing it
I
I
out
think the
think it
there.
is
injury's
for
legit.
sure.
I'm just throwing it
Nah,
out
with
there.
Shorty it is. With Shorty it is.
Okay.
He ain't no guy
Okay.
that'll fake no injury. With Shorty it is.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put the duck coat on him either. I've been in the ring with
Mm-hmm.
Shorty, he's a quality young
Mm-hmm.
dude. I'm not gonna put the duck coat on him, but I am gonna put the stupidity jacket on him. Because
Not the
mathematically,
stupidity jacket. Oh Lord.
look, mathematically, I don't care if we talking about Wall Street, Back Street, McDonald's, Roy Rogers. If they offer you the manager job at Roy Rogers or the fry guy at Roy Rogers, everybody gonna take the manager job. Even though you might pay more tax, you gonna make more money. You're never gonna convince me I'm gonna be the fry man because if I only make $200, they gonna take 25. But if I make $400, they gonna take 50. It's the same money. I'm gonna take the max dollar.
Didn't we talk about this two shows ago?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
ain't
hey,
gonna. He ain't no duck.
Yeah. And
Young boy ain't no
hey,
duck. But they
you
ain't smart.
still sticking with that, ain't you?
Well, that's why I say that if the clock hadn't ran out, they would have made that fight. I mean, I don't
That
blame him
fight
for.
wasn't never gonna get made. That fight wasn't gonna never get made. I can
mm,
tell you why. I can tell you why it wasn't gonna never get made. Just
why?
just all just all financial looks and logic.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Norman is not, even as a champion. Now he's one of the best four welterweights because he holds the belt, but he's
Mm-hmm.
not a $2 million draw.
Mm,
He's not a $2 million draw. So if you gotta give, let's just say you gotta give Boots 4 million, and you gotta give him 6 million. That's not a $6 million fight. He doesn't bring anything to the table. That same fight they could have held in Atlanta, or they could have held that fight with another opponent in Atlanta. That shit wasn't gonna sell out no building in Atlanta. That shit might have sold out a big ass club, but it wasn't gonna sell out no goddamn big venue. And and once again, if it was gonna sell like that, wouldn't Bob have said, "Fuck it, I'll give him the two. We gonna give Boots his, and we can still make this fight happen on ESPN." Bob wasn't even in this fight he doing. If you're a $2 million guy, and or you feel you are, and you couldn't get $2 million from a competitor, then why in the hell your own promoter wasn't giving you nowhere near $2 million and made you part of an undercard? Because he knew if he made you a main event, even at home, that shit was gonna be a complete fucking loss.
how about if all his family showed up all in his whole family line.
It would not have made a motherfucking difference.
Not
He
all
could,
his aunties and aunt cousins and forgot these cousins and everybody still wouldn't have did it, but no.
even if they gave every person on the family lineage a ticket, they still come up
Not the
14,000 people short.
damn.
Hey, Jay. You know,
Yeah.
if I,
Come on, man. You
if I
got me
wasn't
tired
on
over
it,
here.
I found out about him, man, just on this show.
For real?
I didn't
Okay.
know. I didn't know about Brian Norman, man.
You found out about him for being on
I
this
found
show?
about him on the show. Yeah.
Damn.
The
You
young,
know,
the
I'm
young
serious,
boy
man.
could fight.
I follow boxing to a tit sometimes, man. But I didn't
Damn.
find out enough about him till his show, man.
Wow.
Man, the young boy could fight. The young
Yeah,
boy got a lot of heart, a
yes, he
lot
does.
of, but
Yes, he
and he's
does.
not scared of nobody. But he doesn't have a fan base to demand that type of money. So if you was gonna get me close to it, because if you look at Bob Earl, just think, Bob Earl had Bud Crawford, right, for a number of years, right?
Right.
Bob Earl say he lost money on everything he did with Bud Crawford, who is a top level guy. So what the fuck was Bob gonna do if he put that money by him? At the pay scale Bob want to give him, he gonna have to fight 10 fucking fights and win all of them as the champion to get the same money he was gonna get for one fight.
Yeah.
Do the math. He wasn't getting $500,000 for this fight. Do the
All right,
math.
brother Bernard. I got a question for you because this is something that has bothered me. And now my question is, before Boots got the title and went and signed with Eddie, what was he making per fight then? Wasn't he in the same relative pay scale that Brian Norman's in right now?
I got you right here. If Boots did a fight before he had a title in Philadelphia, he could give you at least 8,000 people to see him as a main event. He might not have got the 14,000 because the belt bought that also in. And I'm going to have to raise that number up because his first time fighting as a champion, he didn't have no mega stars on his undercard. I think the biggest name of it, and that was my son. So that tells me Boots would have gave you maybe 12,000. If Brian Norman is a main event at home in Atlanta, he's not giving you, that's not a shot at Brian Norman. He don't have the fan base to give you that. So Boots had the fan base to give you the numbers before the belt. The belt increased it. If we look at any champion, just think on average, champions that could give you 10,000 people before you got a belt, their numbers go up by 20%. They can give you another 3,000 to 5,000. That's what he needed. If Brian Norman was never a big name guy, he never was a co-main as far as you could count on him for numbers. So he could have filled up maybe an arena for 3,500. Give him the belt, they give him 20%. We talking about maybe $5,000 at the highest number. And that's not a guarantee because you got to look at the variables. They're called plus minuses. We're saying plus or minus 20% additional. We're not saying guaranteed additional. We got to remember at the end of the day, this is still called the business of boxing. No promoter is
So
in
what
the
you saying
business of
is
losing money.
a good hotel ballroom is about what he's going to fill up.
Yes, and that's not bad. That's good. I give him credit for that. But that's not what you're doing at a world championship level for $2 million.
He can't fill the
I got you.
arenas. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, he can't. Right now, he can't fill it. If he could fill an arena, do you think they would have put him as a co-main on Keyshawn Davis' card?
Nah.
So
And,
if that was,
you're a champion. Really, that's disrespectful, man.
And you mean to tell me that would have happened? Come on, man. We gotta stop looking at stuff on the fan side, and we gotta look at it from the dollars and cents side. When you look at
If
these
it
young
don't make
fighters,
dollars, it don't make sense, right?
Right. You
Well,
look at these young fighters. It got to make sense.
well, like I said, I think the clock ran out, and that fight could have been made at that price, at the price that they was offered. If they'd have
So the
had a little
clock.
bit more time.
So the clock didn't run out. They refused it. It don't matter if you walk in Walmart 10 minutes before they close, or you walk in Walmart 2 hours before they close. If you ain't got but $10, you still just got $10. The clock didn't run out. You just still got $10.
Brother Will, how you
I,
doing today?
All right, fellas, how y'all? How's
Pretty
everybody?
Hey, what's
good,
up,
pretty
Will?
good,
All
man.
right.
We over here beating
well,
on
brother
this.
Bernard, I appreciate your wisdom, because I really thought that if they hadn't been out in the open and they'd have had, a few more days, they could have made that fight happen. Reality could have set in.
But they
And
had a couple of weeks, and reality didn't set in a couple of. Let me ask you this, brother. Y'all brothers is smart. Y'all brothers have owned homes. Y'all brothers have bought cars.
Mhm,
If the bank tells you they want $500,000 for the house, and they want to get the house closed and sold by the 30th, but it's the
mhm,
8th, and then they
mhm.
call you back on the 11th and say we'll sell you the house for 100,000. How many days will it take you to call the bank back and say we'll take it?
um, I'd be on the phone that afternoon.
Okay,
Depending on
so
depending on how much my house is worth. Yeah.
no, they're not buying your house from you. You want to buy a house that costs $500,000. That's what the
Okay.
bank wants for it. But then the
Uh-huh.
bank calls you back and says we'll sell it to you for 100,000 because we want to get it done by the 31st. How long is it going to take you to call the bank and say I'll take it at 100?
Oh, I'll take it
I
at
do it right
100.
at the call.
Yeah,
I
So
do it
why
on the
did
call.
yeah.
so if they told you that on the call, then
Hmm.
why would we have to wait 3 more days if I tell you I'm gonna offer you 1.75 for a fight, and the only thing that's holding it up on either end is 3.2 3,200 $320,000, because that's what it came down to. So you're gonna tell me that you're gonna not do it, and it came down to 320,000. It's not my fault you got 5 managers. It's not my fault everybody got to pay their promoter. It's not my fault you got 10 advisors. You got to pay them even out of the 200,000.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, and I agree with you. Um, when when Brian Senior was on, and they were discussing the numbers, and I thought that was a little bit foolish on his part, but I mean, I guess he wanted to show where he was coming from and what he was asking for and where they were trying to be. Now, I understand that you wanted to take home $1 million before taxes. After all your fees have
After
been paid.
taxes. After taxes.
No. He said before taxes. He said he wanted to take home $1 million. He wanted to receive the check for $1 million. That was before taxes. Okay,
But
after all of the fees. So
that don't.
after the promoters have been paid, after the managers and the
Yeah, so that's
trainers
after
and
everything then,
Nah,
right? That's
I
considered
talked to
after.
Brian Norman personally. His father, me and him talked. His father said they wanted to take home $1 million after everything was said and done. They
Right.
wanted to
That's what I
take home
told
a
her.
million. They
Right.
wanted to take home a
okay, so
million.
that's where I guess I misheard him because I thought he said he wanted to take home after all of the fees he wanted to take home
Nah,
and
nah, he wanted to
and
take
and,
home a
and his
million
taxes
after
will
it
be
was
taken
all.
out of the $1 million
Nah, he
because he
wanted to
still
take
has
home
to.
a million after everything.
Okay, that's where I was misunderstood. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think now that you say after taxes and he still wants to take home $1 million
After everything.
and it would have taken $2.26 million to get him $1 million after taxes because after all his fees he was at 800,000. and that didn't include his taxes.
I don't know where all these prices he came up with the fees. The fees it just seem
I'm
like
not even
go
I'm
up
not
the
even
way.
talking about when from
Well,
listening to him and hearing what he said. They got managers, they got advisors, they got sparring partners, they ran down a list of every single thing that every world champion gotta pay.
Right.
I mean, it's up to you how many advisors and how many managers you have. That's your own personal business. I ain't
well, I
man,
think
look,
it's
it don't make sense for you to have all these people that you gotta pay if you don't need them. I mean,
Yeah,
you can have an advisor if you want one. You can have a manager if you want one. But I ain't paying two people. One
To
takes the
do the
lugs off,
same
the
job.
other one takes the lugs off, the other one takes the tire off, and then the third person put the new tire on. Then those two people go back and put the lugs on. That don't make
yeah.
sense.
Damn sure
No,
don't.
it don't. You did.
It
Damn
don't
sure
make
don't.
sense.
It don't.
well,
And that's
it's it's that's a lot of people. I mean, and when he said that the promoter's fee was 25%, like, damn, you got to pay 25% to your promoter, who not even doing anything. He don't have a job there because the
That's
other
not true.
promoters is taking the.
That's not true. If you work, all right, okay, let me give you this. Let me give you this. If you work for construction company A and they have an NDA and they have a guaranteed contract that you have to work for them for 2 years, you've been there for 6 months, and company number two wants to use your services for 6 months, do you not think that company A, who already got you under contract, don't get to get nothing? That don't make
Oh, I didn't
sense.
say they don't get nothing.
But you can't tell
I
me.
never thought they didn't get nothing.
But you can't tell me how much I'm gonna get. You can't tell me that if in writing you already knew when you signed your contract, before you even signed the contract right for a title fight, you knew in the event I become a champion, this is how much they're gonna take. You know that ahead of time. So
Okay, I got
this
you.
not no secret, or this ain't no Hazard County contract where they got invisible ink. This
No
contract is in
surprises.
ink that you can see. You know what it is. My son, he win a world title. Then I'm gonna go back and say, well, y'all didn't put nothing in the section that say how much you gonna get. They not missing that. No matter how many Ben Matlocks these fighters got on their side, them promoters got real attorneys on their side. They have crossed the T's and dotted the I's, especially on how much money they gonna get from
all righty.
I
Well, I
got you.
tell you what, we done beat that horse enough, man. Let's move on to what we're supposed to be talking about today, man. We got we got Beterbiev or Beterbiev or fighting Bivol this weekend, man. And I've been looking at a lot of tape for the last couple of days, man. And I don't know. I like what I've been saying. I got Bivol winning this fight, man. I just feel though that it's levels to these things. And I don't feel though that Beterbiev has been in the ring with
Ain't
anybody
high,
like this
ain't
guy.
yeah, you had that kind of competition, my man. Man.
Mm, mm, mm. But I'm pretty much sure. Hey, Bruce, that's your guy. Tell me why your guy wins this fight, Bruce.
I didn't say that was my guy, man. I go back and forth.
Okay.
It's fun.
Okay.
No,
My
but
fault. I thought he was
see,
your guy.
no,
My fault. I'm
no,
wrong.
no, no, no. I don't have any guys in boxing, bro.
Okay.
I'm a boxing fan, and I'll sleep just as well regardless of who wins this fight. But this is I am so looking forward to this fight. And Beterbiev, as far as no experience goes, man, the guy had 300 amateur fights. He lost 5. Never lost a pro fight. I mean, the man doesn't know how to lose, and everybody says he's falling apart. And the meniscus is going, the ankles are going. He's 39 years old, and blah 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 blah. 39 in today's boxing is not old, man. And Beterbiev, I was a bodybuilder back in a former life, and I was benching 350 pounds. And if you know what an Olympic bar feels like, it's 45 pounds of steel. He can twirl it like a baton. Nobody I know. I'm hanging with power lifters. Nobody can do that. This guy's a freak of nature. Will he get old overnight? Maybe. And Bivol, that's a whole nother story. This is another guy who's had 280 amateur fights, only lost 5, only
11, I
12.
think 11, I
Whatever.
think. Yeah.
Well, you got a much better memory than I do, Jay.
No, I ain't gonna say that, but
Jay looking at box rec.
but these guys, bro, they don't know defeat. Defeat's a strange word to them, and this is going to be a great fight because, man, I've been watching light heavyweights. That's been my favorite division since the days of Bob Foster. And any of you guys don't know who Bob Foster is? Bob Foster was
Don't
a
know
hot
boxing.
man.
right.
Exactly. You don't know boxing, bro. And I watched the
Right.
light heavyweights all the way through with Victor Galendez and John Conti and Saad Mohammed
Oh
and
man,
Them the name. Them
Mike
the
Bragg.
name.
yeah,
Matthew Saad
Michael
Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Wow.
I watched all these cats and see these cats, they fought each other and they fought all the time, and that's the difference. This day and age, it's a different age of boxing. But see, Beterbiev and Bivol, that's a fight that was made for 15 rounds. And
Damn
then you
right.
got, I mean, I could see Bivol running and staying away for 12 rounds, and it could be a dull fight like that. And if Beterbiev doesn't have in it for the legs and the condition, maybe you can't catch him. Beterbiev never went 12 rounds. He's knocked everybody out as a pro. So I mean, he's got a lot of things going against him. But then on the other hand, but Beterbiev has got that unbelievable power, and if he gets Bivol against the ropes and unleashes on Bivol, this is not Canelo punching back, bro. This is a whole different animal. So this is just a great fight, man. I mean, I can't wait. What do we got? 6 more days, and man, I'll tell you.
Yeah, man, I
I
can't
think,
wait.
I think
I'm
every day I'm
looking
gonna have a different opinion up until the bell
I
rings.
put my fight meal together. Brother Will,
Yes,
tell us
sir.
about it, man. What you think about this fight, my guy?
Man, honestly speaking, I'm expecting a time capsule fight. I think this is one
Ooh.
we'll be talking about for the next 30 years. I think it's going to be a great fight if it lives up to what expectation. But honestly speaking, and I understand what you guys are saying about Bivol, because I'll box him and all that. But I think Beterbiev or whatever, however you pronounce his name, I think his power is going to be the deciding factor. That I really do. Like Bruce said, this guy he's the only champion right now in the game that has a 100% knockout ratio. And
Yeah, like I
yeah,
always say, the matchmaker, man.
I know what you're saying with that too, Mark, because I'm a strong believer of that too, of matchmaking and all that. But with this guy, I think he's a different he's a different kind of animal, man. I'm telling you, like I've seen guys like there's a lot of guys I used to complain about. Well, like for example, Triple G. Triple G never really fought anybody until he fought Canelo. He had one opponent that was willing to stand up to him and really fight him. That's why he lost. Usually, when you stand up to the bully, somewhere along the line, they get heart failure. I've seen it too many times.
Man, it's that hard face.
I'm a recipient of that. Wow, man. Brother Umar, tell us why you feel though that Bivol wins this fight, man.
Well, I'm saying, you can be strong and get hit hard as you can, but if you can't touch what you're trying to do, it makes a big difference, man. And especially when you're getting hit back.
I totally agree. Usually, I'll go with the boxer over a puncher any day, usually. But there's always that exception to the rule. And I think Beterbiev or Beterbiev, however it's pronounced, I think he's that exception to the rule. This time, I'm riding out.
Yeah. But I'm saying, just
You
like
think it
talking
could be?
about how strong he is and this and that, right? Technique makes a big difference with
Yeah, it
strength.
does. It does.
You know,
You think it could be a dull fight if Bivol runs all night for 12 rounds?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Beterbiev has to
I
chase
don't
him.
think he can run because Bivol got a little punch too.
I don't know. I haven't
So,
seen.
and we really haven't seen Benavidez. We haven't really seen Benavidez get checked on that chin.
No. Well, I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? So,
A little bit though.
yeah, he gets
'Cause
hit.
Who
He
put him
hard-
down? Who was the guy that put him down? I can't remember who put Beterbiev down.
I don't know.
I don't remember anybody putting Beterbiev down.
Nah, he been down. He got back up and then he whipped the guy to pieces.
I think Callum Johnson put him down, didn't he?
Is that who did it? Okay, he's definitely been down before. I know when he was down, got back up, and then beat the stew out of the guy that knocked him down. You know, so.
I must have missed the knockdown. I remember the stew.
Yeah,
He done beat the stew out of everybody, but
Nah, he got knocked down before.
Yeah,
And
Callum
I'm gonna
Johnson.
tell you, Callum Johnson was the guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I watched that Vosdick fight twice today,
Mhm.
and he made Beterbiev do a little stanky leg a little bit too. You know what I'm saying? So he's not invincible now, yo.
Yeah.
He's not invincible, but he is punching like a mule.
Yeah.
So.
And everybody's saying when we slow down, there's an old adage in boxing, and it's when does experience turn to old age?
Uh-huh.
And that could happen. One fight he looks great. I mean, he's been a killer up until now, and it happens all the time.
Yeah.
They look like crap in the
Look,
maybe the final fight of his career. But you know what I'm going to do, Ian?
right.
I'm going to send Iceman Scully a text later on today and see if I can and get a little information on him so I can, Scully's a real honest guy. So I'm just gonna say how's he looking and see what's up, man. So
Okay. Well, one thing we do know is that is one guy that got a better record than Beterbiev, and I know he has 100%, but Father Time record is way better. And that dude show up, man. And when he show up, he touches your shoulder. And when he touches your shoulder, he's letting you know, come on with him. You did. Hey, brother Umar, you told me about when he showed up on you. Tell us a little bit about when he pulled up on you, brother.
Yeah, when he pulled up on me, my father looked at me, I looked at him. He said, man, it's over. I said, yep. The only gloves I put on, man, was the gloves to keep my damn hands warm.
Let me ask you a question. While you were training for that fight and you were sparring and everything, did you feel any glimpses of Father Time at that time?
No, because mentally, you feel everything is good, man.
Right.
Right. And all it takes is that one punch, man, to make you say, hey, whoa, wait a minute.
Right. Who was the opponent, Mark?
I know who it was. Eddie Van Kirk.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Look at that.
That's right. Yeah, people look, they thought I took a dive, man.
They thought I took a dive.
Yeah, man. People's looking at me like, damn, Marvin, what's up, man? But that was it, man. Because I had all those tough amateur fights and hard pro fights and everything, man. And, dude caught me, man. Caught me clean. Bam! I went down, man.
Mm-hmm.
The tough kid.
And they was counting and stuff. And, I'm looking around. And it was people looked in shock, man. And I said, man, I don't know why they looking like that. Shit, I'm hurt. That was it, man.
But I'm gonna tell you a guy we watched age before our eyes, and it was no real warning. It's just like you said, one night this old guy just showed up and he never really felt it. And that was Kovalov. Kovalov was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. He went hot to cold real quick.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
It was amazing when Larry Holmes found that fountain of youth when he fought Ray Mercer.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wasn't that something?
Classic.
Mm.
I like seeing it go
Learn
the
your
other way
Holyfield
once in a
fight.
while. Once in a while, it goes in reverse, and you know the old guys have that drink of the fountain of youth for that one night. And man, Larry looked so good that night.
Yeah, he did.
Mm.
He did.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
gonna tell you the truth. At this point in time, he gave Holyfield his best fight at that point in his career to me.
Mm.
When for Holyfield, he looked good.
Okay. But Brother Bernard, what do you think about this weekend, man? Give us your synopsis, man, of what you got for it.
And you know, I like Bivol. I mean, you know, it's not a secret. I like him. I like him
Yeah.
a lot. I know Beterbiev is a great fighter. He's strong, all of the above. He checks all the boxes. But I like Bivol. I like it. I like how he boxes. I like he doesn't get flustered. There is no big situation that he can't deal with. I think he's good. The only person I like to see him fight is the Mexican Monster, or I'd like
Mm.
to see at a later time if he even consider coming down and fighting Jaime Munguia. That's it. Anything else I'm good on. I like him.
So you got him winning this weekend?
Yes, I
Mhm.
do. I got him
Mm.
winning the decision.
Why?
I think he's more than capable of boxing his way into a decision. He
Mm.
does have size. He's not a little guy. I think he can absorb a lot of the big shots that'll come at him. I just
Mm.
think he has the pieces he needs to get a win against a guy who's just as quality as he is. I don't think he's gonna win by knockout. I think he's gonna win decision.
I have a question to you all. Do Beterbiev or better be for him to win this fight, he has to win by KO?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
100%, 100%.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. What do you
I've
think,
been going
Bruce?
back and forth, and but I think that if Beterbiev don't knock him out, it's definitely a loss. I think he'll get
Yeah,
outboxed. Um,
right.
I won't say easily, but I think he'll definitely get outboxed.
Mm.
Yeah, yep.
I hope it's a classic, and we've seen sluggers beat boxers before. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to say that the classic Muhammad Ali Joe Frazier won. I
Mm.
mean, that was,
Mm.
Joe was the pit bull, and Muhammad Ali was on his toes, and
Yeah.
and that was decided
Cornbread
until
damn left hook. Boom.
the 14th round, until that knockdown that they really put
Yeah,
the nail in the coffin. And right
yeah.
here, man, this could be a 12-round fight that decides nothing, and we're gonna want more of it. That's why I love to see these two guys throw back, go 15. It's not gonna happen, but in my head it will. But
Yeah. Okay.
there's so many variables in this fight. Even the bookies are saying that. That the odds are high for Bivol now. They've gone. And they were in Beterbiev's favor earlier, and they went down because they're saying the age and the wear and tear. I mean, it's a 50-50 fight. Let's face it, man. You don't want to bet the house on these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Big Dre, talk to us.
Yes, sir.
What do you think this weekend?
Man, like I said, I've been going back and forth, and trying to pick a winner and make a logical explanation. But it's so close. I mean, I want to lean toward the puncher in Beterbiev, but the you know the the logic doesn't let me stay there
Mm.
because um, Bivol is I think he's just a much better boxer. And like I said, a minute ago, I think if unless Beterbiev knocks him out, it's Bivol by decision.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I got Bivol by split decision. I sit and watched the fight when he fought Bosdick. I watched that twice today. And I think that was the best boxer that he has fought thus far. And that was in 2019. You know what I'm saying? Now we're at 2024, and he's boxing against a guy that I feel though is a better boxer than Bosdick. A younger guy, well, not younger than back then, but he's younger than Beterbiev. He's intelligent, but he can't make the mistakes that I seen him do when he fought Canelo. One of the things I seen that he was doing when he fought Canelo He kept going straight backwards. You know what I'm saying? Which was putting him on the ropes. He cannot be on the ropes, I don't think, against Beterbiev whatsoever, man. You need to be turning away off them ropes. He cannot be on them ropes. He gotta make sure that he does not fight a fight in mid-range or inside. He needs to be a sharpshooter. I feel though he needs to be working from the outside. And the most beautiful thing of him all is he has beautiful feet. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to definitely play a big point. What was hitting Beterbiev against when he fought Bosdet, the 1-2 could not miss that night. And Bivol is a 1-2 specialist, 2-1.
Yeah.
So I just feel though those particular things, man, is going to stand out heavy in this
But
fight.
you're saying
He's gonna keep turning them too.
Mhm.
you're saying
He's gonna keep turning them.
is that a split
Go ahead.
decision? Is that a split decision in your head, or is that a split decision on the judge's cards? Because I mean,
Oh, that's a split decision in my head. I don't know what the hell them judges going to do, but in my head,
so a split decision could go either way. You know, any way to
yes,
get turned,
yes.
though. You know what I'm saying?
yes, yes.
Because a lot of guys, they tell me a split decision. I'm saying, how do you call a fight a split decision? That's three people that have to call that fight. I'm saying, how do you call the fight? You know, that's so it always kind of I always kind of question when somebody says a split decision. I want to know how do you call it a split decision, from the judge's point of view or from your point of view? You know what I'm saying?
From my point of view, I think when he does well, I think it's going to be a close fight.
Oh man,
it's going to be close, man. But when it comes to ring generalship, I'm going to give that to Bivol. I feel though that he's going to control the fight more. You know,
right. So the way I see it is that Bivol is going to keep turning them, you know, because he's going to be coming straight ahead at him. They're going to turn them, and they're going to go to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, just keep turning them and just picking them apart, man. He probably cut them and then stop it on cuts.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's very interesting.
A stoppage of the fight on cuts.
My thing is, I want to know if
no, it's kind of hard to see a fight get cut.
Remember when he fought Brown, he busted his head open. He was bleeding like a stuck
bad, but though, Bruce.
But still, bro, that you know, it doesn't matter how it happens. That once
they can open back up.
They call that the white man's disease, bro. Believe me. Sometimes the wind blows the wrong way, and we'll start fucking bleeding.
Look,
but I didn't even think of that possibility, though. I like that possibility. That's definitely got some weight to it.
Yeah, that's
Scottish. When's the last time you seen a cut stop a fight?
Hey,
I mean, because
the
Fundura fight
many times.
No, I'm not saying many times. I'm just saying the last time, because when Fundura was fighting, what's the name?
Zoo.
He was Zoo. I mean, the man, he must have lost a half a gallon of blood that night.
You know what's crazy? I saw
it all
that.
Depends on who they want to win.
We saw Klitschko, Lennox Lewis. You know, we saw
Tyson Fury against what's that guy, man? I can't think of the name, but Tyson was cut bad on that one.
Oscar De La Hoya and Chavez.
And what about that one with when the ref had just a bloody shirt, man? That was
you talking about Tony?
And what's his name?
That was Tony Weeks.
Yeah, but what was the guy's name? The Muslim dude that it happened to?
Asim Rahman.
No, not Hasim Rahman. I'm talking about.
He was another one, man. He was.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the guy that fought for Floyd at one time. And he's actually a champion right now. And he just got a belt not too long ago. I think a cruiserweight belt. He got from.
Ain't that Badu Jack?
Yeah, Badu Jack. That's exactly what I'm Remember that cut? That was crazy.
He fought Marcus Brown that night. Marcus Brown headbutted him too. Marcus Brown was the dirtiest player in the game. I'm glad he's not fighting anymore. Beterbiev put him out of the game. that night, you know, busted.
And you cats remember Sean O'Grady from back in the day?
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course, yeah.
Talk about a bleeder, man. Talk about a guy that he didn't bleed quarts, bro. He bled gallons in his fights. He went to Scotland when he fought Jim Watt for the lightweight title back in 1980, I think, man. And I mean, it was on regular TV, prime time in the United States. Great fight, and plus it had all kind of implications because the Irish against the English, and O'Grady being an Irishman was staying. I mean, it was a lot of political shit going on, and he would have won the title, but he got busted open and looked like a tomato pie at the end of the fight. And
that was the last fight, wasn't it?
No, he fought on. He won a title after that too.
It wasn't. He didn't fight much longer than that, though.
Well, no, I remember I think his last fight was like the Andy Gannigan when he after he had,
that's what it was.
I guess that damn white man disease.
Yeah, Andy Gannigan.
Hey man, you know we're talking about light heavyweight fights here, and there was another fight back in the day. It was Bob Foster and Mike Quarry. You want to talk about one of the most devastating knockouts you're ever going to see?
Yeah, Bob Foster was nasty.
Oh man, and it was a double header, and they called it the Quarry Brothers against. It was the Quarry Brothers against what is it? Against the Soul Brothers, the Quarry Brothers against the Soul Brothers. It was Muhammad Ali against Jerry Quarry and Bob Foster against Mike Quarry, and it was It was when I first got into the light heavyweights, man. I saw Mike Quarry get knocked out cold. I mean, they had to stretch him out of the ring. Wow. And even Jerry Quarry even said he couldn't fight Ali. That's why he lost. Yeah. Okay, that's why Ali beat you. But it was an excuse. but I mean, it was a great scenario, and it was one of those light heavyweight fights that it'll be in my head forever. And I just love that division. And the fight coming up on Saturday night it's another pinnacle right there of the 175-pound, one of the greatest divisions in boxing, bro.
Yeah, it was. It was an action division at one time.
23 says y'all do this every time, underestimating the brawler skills. Are y'all underestimating Beterbiev?
No, a brawler has skills because he has to think about how he's going to get in and brawl.
And
he's thinking how to do that.
He's setting shots up.
Yeah, you know. But I'm saying, you know, like
you don't just walk in the ring and knock somebody out.
Right.
That's a plan.
You gotta think about how you're going to do it.
Right. Exactly. Well,
so I'll tell y'all what. I'm gonna shift gears for a quick second just to get this public service announcement out real quick. Okay. They gotta stop with the sideshow boxing. That's all I gotta say.
Sideshow boxing.
Yeah, man.
What do you mean by that?
For last weekend.
Oh,
that stuff's gotta stop, man. It's gotta stop.
Obviously, dude needed a few corns, man.
Yeah, but man, go. You know what I mean? Work at Walmart, seasonal worker.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, I don't want to see these senior citizens.
Just don't watch.
You know,
who you talking about?
Shane Mosley. Last weekend.
Sugar Cane Wayne.
Man. He was supposed to fight the Samurai Viking, wasn't he? The Samurai Viking, the guy from Sweden or something.
I didn't even watch it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Because like I know some of these guys what they're doing in the back. I gotta find out about that. But yeah, Shane Mosley, man. This is not what boxing needs. But the thing about it is, it does keep boxing in the spotlight. So some people who never watch boxing, they'll see that, and maybe they'll get that. Maybe they'll watch some real boxing because of that. Who knows?
Maybe they'll say, "Man, when is some real stuff gonna come?" I need old guys.
Exactly.
Well, I think he needed a couple of dollars, man. He made a couple of bucks, so maybe that'd be his last move.
I am.
Ain't no pension plan in this game.
Nah.
Big Dre, I think your mic is off, brother.
Oh, I was saying that the Shane Mosley have a hard enough time talking as it is now.
Exactly.
He need to stay out of the boxing ring.
Look, I'm telling you like this, right at this point, I really do believe he has a problem finding his mailbox.
No, Jay. Oh, y'all wrong. We're not
No,
finding this
I see him. I
mailbox.
see him on podcasts all the time. He's with it.
Yeah, okay. How long though? How long?
Y'all horrible,
Uh,
man.
He
I
might,
don't know about
Bush,
after
he
this
might
fight,
just
man.
still
I don't
be.
See
know.
about December if he's still good, you know.
He say find his mailbox. Damn. Y'all horrible, boy.
Now I want
Find
him
his
to stop, man. I
mailbox.
like Shane, man. I get tired of seeing people, rocking his knot all the time. He's been getting
well,
beat for a lot of years, man. Now,
it
Yeah,
was
but
fixed
his
fight.
wife tore him up,
yeah,
man.
she did, but he
Yeah,
got
she
his
tore
money
him up.
back. He got his money back at one point, and he must have went through that.
The
Hey,
fight that he had this weekend was a fixed fight, so don't worry about
Yeah,
it. He wasn't
so,
getting hurt. No.
yeah, I
and
don't
see,
know.
I'm telling you, expect the stinker with that Tyson. What's his name too? Jake.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, man. That's for shits and giggles, man.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
it definitely is. That's what
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
definitely
Yeah.
not.
let
That's
Mike
not a
make a
real.
couple dollars, man.
Hey,
they
20
did a
of
lot.
them to be out, from what I understand.
Huh?
Supposed to get 20 mil for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
let him
don't
make
blame.
some money, man.
Yeah,
Goddamn right. For 20
yeah.
million, man. Sure, I'll fight all 6 of y'all today.
Yeah.
Just to
But,
let y'all know that
but,
right there. At the
but, but,
same damn
yeah,
time. I'm
you
fighting all
got.
Hey,
6
what
of y'all.
Oh
you
man.
gonna do? You gonna do a George Foreman?
Yeah,
Yes,
real,
indeed.
real,
Get
real.
look, I'm gonna be old school on your ass. Put them up.
Uh, for real. Oh
Well,
my
listen
goodness.
here, man. It's almost dinner time for me. Well, it's been dinner time. We're gonna run it around the board, man. We get our last what you call 'em on who y'all think gonna win this weekend, man. So brother Umar, I already know what you said. Look at he yawning, but he about swallow the whole.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Bivol.
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 Okay. Big
Bivol.
Dre. Who you got?
I'm going against the grain, and I'm going Beterbiev.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Will.
You know how I feel. So,
Okay.
I like.
Well, I might know, but somebody that just walked in might
Oh, we're
not know.
walking at Beterbiev.
Okay.
By stoppage. By stoppage.
Brother
Mm.
Hackett.
Bivol, man, I gotta go with the guy.
And that's the guy is. Who is the
I'm gonna
guy?
go. I'm
Bivol.
gonna
Bivol.
Beterbiev, man.
All right,
I'm
Bruce.
leaning slightly towards Beterbiev, but I will say this: a Russian will win.
How
Oh.
about that? I think you're right. I think you're right on
I'm
that.
picking the Russian.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't lose that way.
That's
I'm
true.
going. I'm going with the
Bet on the
Russian.
Russian.
I'm going with the Russian too.
Look,
But
that's
the,
what you call a
but
safe
the
bet.
but the younger one. I'm going with the younger Russian, man.
Yeah.
You dig? So I'm looking forward to this fight this weekend. Hey, I already know my meal for this weekend. Now, the last time I made this meal, it was a bad day in boxing. I made brisket and smoked Cornish hens, and that was the day that Bud Crawford fought Spence. Okay, y'all see what happened that fight, man. You know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm
So
saying?
listen
Old
to me,
man
man.
won. The old man won.
So again,
So, and what time does dinner start?
probably early. Hey, where's this fight at? Matter of fact, is it over in
Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
Saturday
so we get it early.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's when the 3 o'clock in the afternoon fights, huh?
Well,
We'll be able to talk about it all night while it's still fresh in our
it's
mind.
about 5:30, and then we're having a drawing that day for the iPad, for the Kenichi Bear headphone, and for the Ninja air fryer. We're gonna do that drawing right after the fight, man. So hey, I'm looking forward to all of that, man. But listen, I appreciate it, Lottie Dottie and everybody that showed up again for another old timers party. And we're gonna pull back up next Sunday and see who was right about that.
Hey, man, speaking of that drawing, you should play that commercial so I can hear that guy's voice.
Oh Lord, have mercy, man. Let me see if I can find that guy that does the commercial, man. Yeah, man. You know, before somebody call HR and say Jay didn't play the commercial, man. You know, be some snitch.
Be some snitches around there.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $ JBT Network 1. That's $ JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer.
Why
Great
this
for
guy
all your
sound
air
like
frying
Big Dre?
needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT.
With the JBT.
So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
Just that simple. You dig? Hey, this is the last week, man. I know it's a lot of procrastinators, and y'all know what I say about procrastination. It's like masturbation. You're only screwing yourself, man. So let's get out here today. Buy your raffle tickets, man. Lock it out the way. Because you don't want to be Saturday when that drawing go off. You be like, damn, I forgot to play, man. And your guy that you talk to every day be bragging like, yeah, you know I got that iPad. Then you're going to be a little messed up, man. Because you know he ain't going to let you live it down because you didn't play. It's like the Maryland lottery. They say you got to play to win, man. So you can play $10 or 3 for $25 to increase your odds. You remember when you used to pull up on the block like 25? Yeah, you can relive that moment, man. You still can get 3 for $25, man. Yeah, it's the block special. Somebody going to win, or maybe somebody win all 3 prizes. I don't know. Lightning might strike a couple times. Anything's possible, man. Especially once Bivol put them hands and feet on that boy, man. Then you get a chance to win a iPad, man. You can't beat it. So make sure that you go to Cash App, hit JBT Network 1, bam, there you is. You in there like swimwear, man, and you got just as good a chance as anybody else, man. Other than that, man, I ain't talking y'all head off. It's up to you if you want to get an iPad or not. But listen,
Hey, they can win 1 or 2 prizes because see, I'm playing with them headphones now.
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. But listen here, man.
I put my 3 entries in and I'm claiming them headphones.
All right, well, there it is, man. We're gonna find out on the 12th, man. You dig how right or how wrong you gonna be, my brother. Other than that, man, I appreciate Lottie Dottie, man, and everybody that showed up again, man. I humbly thank you fellas for showing up and hanging out with me, man, for this hour and a half, man. And it's fight week, man. We're gonna see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Salute.
Peace out.
But have a good week, everybody.
Thank you. How you turn this damn thing off, man?
All right, talk to you soon, Jay.
All right, peace out, brother Will. And we out of here.
All right.
I thought we was out.